So it's been a while since I posted on the channel. I've been very busy with school. But hopefully I'm planning on filming at least 3 videos today. Although after that I might go back to not posting for a while, at least till summer. So sorry about that. But let's get into the video. Today we're taking a look back at 2020 in video games. And sorry this is a bit late. But you know it's not. The other one was a bit late too. Anyway, it's a decent year. And I'm not going to mention VR games because either I mention them and I look back PSVR, or I'll do a further part and look back at PSVR Part 2 sometime eventually. And also, not everything I mentioned, I'll look forward at 2020 if you saw that. What you mentioned in this video for whatever reason. Also, there's some PS5 games that I don't have a PS5 yet, so I couldn't play those. Most notably Spider-Man Miles Morales and Demon's Souls Remake, but I probably will cover those in some way in the future. Alright, let's get started. We have RE3 Remake. Keeps that good gameplay from RE2, but it's a bit more action oriented. It doesn't really expand on RE2 too much. It's also fairly short, but it's still a pretty good game. Next we have Predator Hunting Grounds. It's a good, fun, asymmetric game versus game. Both the Predator and the humans play pretty well. It's not as refined or polished as I hoped, but I like it fairly more than the Friday the 13th game, which I always felt was a bit awkward to play, but I didn't get on that when it was in its prime. This game, by the way, seemed to have gone for a rough patch where it was been balanced, but it seems to be better and well supported now. Next we have Tony Hawk 1+2. I haven't finished this yet because as a kid I didn't build good Tony Hawk skills, so it's taking a bit. Also a bit on the back burner, but anyway, but what I played, it was pretty fun. It emulates the original pretty well and improves on it. It's a fun, good game. Next to Marvel's Avengers. This game I forgot for a good while existed. It's a decent action game with a decent story, but there's this very noticeable lack of passion that you can feel in this game. This is my most disappointing game of the year. Next we have Ghost of Tsushima. This is a great game with good combat, stealth, and open world exploration. It has a really good impacting story. There are also a lot of great aesthetics. And I look forward to 2020. I thought this game would be pretty good. It would be good, but I didn't think it would be great. But I do think it turned out great, and it surpassed my expectations. And this is my game of the year. And actually, have Star Wars Squadrons. It's a decent game. Some pretty good ship combat and ship flying. But that's much about it, though. The campaign story is pretty dull. The characters within the campaign are mostly dull. As a side note, there's a pretty poor character creator. I haven't played much of the multiplayer, but what I have played is pretty good. Yeah, overall a decent but not great game. Next we have Hotshot Racing. This is a good surprise. It's a good arcade racer, that classic feel. This game is really fun and good, but it's a bit limited in content. Next we have Amnesia Rebirth. This is a good, fun horror game. It's still not as good as the original, but definitely better than Amnesia 2. Great stakes and a decent story. This is a good game. Next we have Little Hope. We're still not quite back up to Until Dawn level, but it seems like we're getting there. This is a decent horror story game with impactful decisions, with meaningful decisions. It has a good setting and time travel concept. Overall, it's a decent game. So that was 2020. It's a decent year. I do have reviews for most of a lot of what I talked about here. And there would be in my playlist of all my videos. Check them out if you want interested, or even the other stuff in the playlist. That's about it. Thank you to anyone who likes, comments, or subscribes.